What's up, y'all? 187 New Breed, back at it again. Um, just wanted to do something on, and I know a lot of people is feeling me on this, but long distance relationships, for the most part, it doesn't work. That's something I wouldn't do because even if it's, even if it's in the same state, if you like approximately more than an hour, 2 hours at the most. Anything more than that, I can't do. You know what I'm saying? If you live in, I live in Michigan. If I talk to somebody that's in Minnesota, I'll be friends with them. But as far as a relationship, I can't be in a relationship and not see a person. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. That's too much for me. A brother got needs. I know a female's gonna have her needs too, but she's gonna mess around with people in her state. Guys are gonna mess around with the same people in their state. So it's just better not to do that. That's why, to me, I don't see how people can do it. Not only just be in relationships, but there's people that they married in a relationship with somebody that go off into the army and they gotta wait years and years and years to see a person. Now, I can't do that. I can't wait no 3, 4 years for my woman to come home from the armed forces. I can't do that. I got needs. So, I can't do it. I don't know how anybody else can do it. A sane person that got sex on the brain can't do it. But if you, even on these online sites, what's the point in getting to a long distance relationship with somebody like that? But I know some people out of state, females out of state, that I still talk to this day, and we cool. But at the same time, I'm not gonna get into a relationship. It's somebody that I know from Minnesota, Texas, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, you know, Chicago, because most of my relatives and stuff is Chicago. So I got people that I know that's in Illinois and stuff. So, but you know what I'm saying? It's just I'm not gonna see a person for I don't know how. I gotta plan trips and all I gotta do is I talk on the phone when they not busy, or text message, which y'all know how I feel about text message. I don't like doing a lot of text messaging. You know what I'm saying? Send pictures and stuff like that, and phone sex. I don't want to do phone sex. No. I want to be in the vicinity of someone that I'm in a relationship with, or I like, or who I talk to. Now, if I'm planning trips, if I constantly, the only reason I do long distance relationships or something like that is if I constantly do have a job that I go on a lot of trips on. If that. For the most part, I'm not going to do it, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't do long distance relationships. I do in distance relationships. In the facility of where I live, in the certain kind of miles and minutes, hours, something like that. So, that's just me. It's too much work. It's too much work for me. You know what I'm saying? I try to like somebody out of long distance, but then you'll have this wondering like, okay, what is this person doing? Can I trust them? That they with somebody? You'll always be wondering what the person is doing and stuff, and it's like, I mean, you can even do that in state too. You know what I'm saying? But you have to see somebody. What's the point in getting a relationship if you can't see him from time to time? You gotta see him every like 2 or 3 times a year. That ain't no relationship. That's just somebody that's just a visit spot. You know what I'm saying? That you visit. And then sometimes you might not even do nothing with the person. You'll go out, you'll wonder, you'll get to know a person and stuff like that. It's like you getting to know them, but you ain't really knowing them unless you really know them. So, it's just not, it's not the thing for me, man. It's not the thing for me. Now, I'm not saying it's not gonna work for other people. If you do it and you successfully do it, hey, by all means, congratulations to you. Hearts out to you. Hope it lasts. If you're in the armed forces, if you've been with a person 3-4 years and haven't had sex, and which I find that hard to believe, but if you are doing it, hats off to you. More so women, because ain't no dude gonna be waiting that long for no female in the armed forces to just wait on no sex. It's not part of our nature. I don't know who would do it. I wouldn't do it. But no, I wouldn't. Now, again, with long distance relationships, I'm not saying it's not gonna work for you. It works for some people, but it doesn't work for everybody. Like, I just wouldn't do it. I'm not saying everybody shouldn't do it. It's like online dating. Some people find online dating to work and stuff like that, but for me, it's not gonna work, because online dating, pretty much the same as long distance relationship, it's just not gonna work out. It's too many flaws in it. It's just, I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's too much for me. It's just too much for me. So if it works for you, it works. If it doesn't, hey, find somebody in your city or somewhere in the suburbs or something like that. You know, if you stay in a predominantly black city, it's not the business. It is not the business. I stay in a predominantly black city where it's 80-85% blacks in it. Now, would I try to find somebody? In Michigan and Detroit, where I'm at? Obviously, no. I'd rather find somebody where it's a diverse, where all races instead of just predominantly black. I'm not saying I don't like black women. I just like diversity. I don't like, Detroit is a hood. It's a lot of hood rats in it. So I go outside. I go to Southfield, Troy, Novi, anywhere that's outside Detroit. That's where I go. And wherever you at, you want to go to Chicago, or some people, Atlanta got a lot of chicks in it too, but it's a lot of hood rats, it's a lot of crazy stuff. So you want to go beyond Atlanta. You want to go to New York, where there's a lot of things. Go where it's not a ghetto and stuff there, and everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're in Milwaukee, go outside of Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? If you in Indiana, if you in Indianapolis, go to Fort Wayne or somewhere around that vicinity. But to me, just long distance just don't work, people. It just doesn't. It's better you go the en route. So that's my opinion on it. So you can do, if it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't, try in person. Try offside, net. I mean, if you want to travel and get some numbers and stuff like that, overseas and stuff, as a keep in contact, or if you just want to have friends, that's cool. If you just a friend type, but if you in a relationship and you want to start a relationship long distance, it doesn't work. Having friends is cool, but relationships is not cool. So, on that note, take it as it is. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute, man. Peace out.